Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today's video is another Hell Knighthood boss. It is the Kelak this week. It has changed, which is fine. The Kelak isn't as bad. It just really can't be crit, which is the reason why we're running this human team that's mainly based on Lance's pierce rate skills to do all the damage we need. So attack crit, HP defense, attack crit, attack crit. We're also running attack food because we don't get penalized for running food on this one. And of course we're running the summer card set to maximize on attack. Also with that, so you see we've got defeat the last human, so anyone could defeat it. 80% health, which is pretty easy. Cleanse debuff, we're not really going to take any damage, so we're not doing that one. 25 skills or less is pretty easy. 1,000,000 damage, will heavily rely on Lance for that one, because it pierce rate and his death damage, and that is about it. Let's get on with it. This should be quite easy. In my 2 test runs, it was completely fine, and one of those test runs I wasn't even using Lance, so yeah. I was using Darkness. I thought, oh, a taunt character because this boss can get pretty irritating, especially if it starts debuffing you. But then I realized, well, if I run Lance with Nauseans, I got enough damage reduction and defense that I don't actually take any damage, which is really good. So firstly, we'll just start stacking up her passive to max that out, and then we'll start stacking up Lance's passive to max that out as well. And then we'll hopefully get a Lance level 2 for the second phase to nuke it. So we're just using this for damage at the moment. Also, we get points for doing like more than 300k, so as long as the damage is above 300k, we have no problem. Char can't crit, so a lot of her damage is sort of nullified, but we're mainly bringing her here to do the damage, so sorry, to bring the basic stats, because that is really what I'm using it for at the moment, is basic stats. I know I can get a Lancer off, and that Lancer will do the damage I need, so I could even push for Lancer's ult right now, which I probably... I'm not actually going to, because it removes 3 old gauge, so there's no point. Instead, I will just waste these skills, and then I'll just move the Lance skill, and play the cleanse skill, because I don't need the cleanse skill either. This will land the kill. These, there we go. I'll get the cleanse skill off, which will give us 5% basic stats, nothing crazy, but at least a little bit impactful. Okay, now what we're looking for is another Lance AoE. There we go. No, okay, we've got another single target. I guess that's not too bad. I'm, like I said, going to play for the ultimate, so sometimes this. We'll also mock it at the same time. Try and get one of the buffs. Buff we get rid of. None of them. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate, but that's fine. My team has so much defense, so this team has a crazy amount of defense. We've got basic stat boost, defense-related stats from Lance. Nozins maybe take a little bit of damage, but once again, he has a type disadvantage, so that is sort of what you would expect. I'm going to save the cleanse for next turn, if there is a next turn, and then this should do over 1,000,000 total. So we need to do 1,000,000 with a single skill. This should do over 1,000,000. Okay, I was going to say, it was doing 1,000,000 with HP defense, so it should be doing 1,000,000 with attack crit. There we go. And then Lance would have done another 1,000,000 there. But yeah, I sort of want to run attack crit. If you do have a high dupe Lance, you don't have to worry about running attack crit. You can run HP defense and probably even get away with still using a level 1. But because my Lance is not like extremely high duped, mine's only 2.6, you sort of do struggle to reach the damage sometimes. But no, onto the lower difficulties, which are also extremely easy. We're going to run the exact same team because, well, we can, and still should be quite easy now, especially because these ones aren't buffed at all, so we're probably just going to nuke them with 1 skill. That's normally how it goes. I'll play a Nausean's cleanse skill just to sort of increase everyone's basic stats, even though I don't think it's based on basic stats anymore. It used to be based on basic stats, and that's the reason why you'd have these crazy teams that increase your basic stats by a lot and then do a bunch of damage at the end, because that's what it was all based off of. Here we go. This may even kill. Okay, it's probably killed several times over. There we go. Second phase. We'll cleanse again, and then like, I don't know, just this, and then this. It's dead anyway, let's be real. It's not surviving. It's probably going to die to the Lance single target, even though he's got no pierce rate boost. Yeah, he hit every crit. Which, I don't know why they make the bosses really hard to crit on Hell. I understand it makes it a little bit more challenging, but you can just run a pierce rate character, and normally pierce rate characters don't really need to crit to put out insane amounts of damage, which is pretty handy. And there's 3.6k as well, which is about the amount I want, about 3.5, 3.6 in the first one, just because it means that I only got to get 2.4, 2.5k on this one. Because of course the lower you go down, the harder it is to get points, because the challenges don't really give you as much either. and this one I'm pretty sure it's a single phase, so I'll just hit it with a Mazno single target. And then that should be all good, and hopefully that should give us the 6,000 points as well. Not too hard this week. I don't think it will be too hard anymore, now they sort of broaden out the races quite a bit with characters. You know, fairies have got King of Diane, Lance, Alpha, Beta, LL, Helbram. Giants have now got Skulls, they've got Green Matrona, no, not Green Matrona, Green Skadi, Loki, Red Droll. Of course, I don't own Loki or Red Droll, but they've still broadened out quite a bit. And they got this 2.5k, which is what I needed. And there we go. There is 6,000 points and 9,000 points done for this week. Pretty easy this week. That's it. Thank you for watching.